In the PBA 49 season draft, from Lubao, Pampanga, number 29, Brandon Ramirez. The other guard is the PBA 48 season Commissioner's Cup best player of the conference, from Bautista, Pangasinan, number 77, the Predator, CJ Perez.
But of course, don't count out the likes of CJ Perez and all. And Merry Christmas, PBA fans, and welcome to the Big Dome for your Christmas Day special 2 games.
But still, you know, he is back in action and he's doing well.
Rondial finding Chris Ross in the corner. Great scramble for the NLEX Road Warriors. And Cyrus Torres gives it free to Kevin Alas.
With his team.
Oh, they blitz that pick and roll, and there they are. Another turnover forced by NLEX Road Warriors. So defensively getting the job done. Robert Bolick finding Ramirez inside, and they have the lead.
So another turnover basket for NLEX. That was quite a long pass coming from CJ Perez and well anticipated by JB Bayo.
And here's another one. Here's Robert Bolick going straight to the cup. And 2 straight turnovers, actually 3 straight turnovers.
To Brandon Ramirez, and here's another steal from Robert, and he will go all the way for that layup.
And just like what he shared, despite the odds being against them tonight, it will come down to hustle, effort, and belief as NLEX looks to withstand a powerhouse team. Gentlemen.
Thank you so much for that report. That was Bea Escuderos. Jumar Fajardo gets a follow-up. Kevin Alas hit a 3-pointer a while ago.
They have. They've really made life difficult for the Beermen to score. No, even when they miss their shots, it's so hard for the Beermen to make follow-up shots. But that time, Sidney Onwubere with a 3-point basket. So that's the second for NLEX.
And Sidney Onwubere, coach, we all know he's one of those undersized big men who's going to be tasked to do so much. And there he is with the jab. And the save almost to Sidney, but Chris Ross driving inside, finding Jericho Cruz. Cruz, sidestep 3, that's good.
Well, that's a tough shot coming from Jericho Cruz. Cyrus Torres was right there to challenge that shot.
Here's Robert Bolick now. Bolick handing it off. The shot, the answer, not quite there. And Sidney Onwubere couldn't win it.
That's the only problem for NLEX. They could hardly get second chance opportunities because of the size of the Beermen.
Jericho Cruz, coach, has turned this game on its head. Let's take a look at the shot again from Jericho Cruz that started this little run. Step back, 3-ball, right at the face of Torres. This 3-point shot is brought to you by
Coach Jong Wichico, no stranger to playoffs basketball. He himself is an owner of several PBA championships here. And Onwubere just sank his second.
And that was Policarpio with a big rebound.
That's a big bonus for NLEX. Fajardo missing that easy basket.
And Robert Bolick draining a triple. Speaking of 3-point shooting, here's Marshall Lassiter. Lassiter working against Policarpio. Now Ross. Jericho Cruz hit 1-3 a while ago. Looking for his second, and he gets it. Big. And that could actually address some of the defensive problems that they've had earlier on. And this is also a time for CJ Perez to free himself up and score baskets like that. Dominic Fajardo will go and shoot 2. Let's take a look at CJ Perez with the reverse.
Beautiful shot there coming from CJ. But another crucial thing is how Coach Jong Wichico will manage the player rotation here.
Andres Cahilig in the corner. Great find for Jericho Cruz.
Well, Andres Cahilig plays the 4-man position, but he can surely play from the outside. He can shoot from the outside.
Onwubere driving and scoring. Wow, Onwubere. So let's take a look at this. It looks like Onwubere went straight up for the basket. And Aswami Chongson walks this up. Here is Mo Tautua against Sidney Onwubere. And Mo Tautua doing what he does best. It feels like he heard you, coach.
He's too strong, too big, and the double team was a bit raw coming from Policarpio there.
Here's Richie Roger. Maneuvering the pick and roll. Now Policarpio. Fajardo. Oh, great feed. And that's just a great 2-man game coming from the NLEX Road Warriors, who are now up to 29.
Beautiful execution of that play. Late rotation by CJ.
A couple of changes here for the NLEX Road Warriors in the next opportunity as CJ Perez trying to get past the rookie. LJ Gonzalez has a lot to cover here, and that was a near travel. Good thing he kept that foot down. Jericho Cruz, basket and 1. He has been fueling.
Uses that upper body strength and gets enough balance for that shot.
Robert Bolick looking for his options. Gives it to Torres.
Ooh.
Almost a steal. And the drive, the bump, and the score. NLEX through Bahio.
Of a tough shot and the contact, so a chance for a three-point play here.
Another first points here today, Coach Soma Bahio, but then he's been doing so much work on the other end of the floor. And take a look at that, riding the challenge of,
Wow.
A little Pinoy step there coming from Bahio. Here's CJ Perez. Jumar Fajardo getting in touch with the ball at the top of the key. Take a look at this, the blitz and the attack. Jumar Fajardo just too big.
Really good play for the Beermen there, using the advantage with Junmar Fajardo rolling to the basket.
Rodney Brondial with the erasure. Take a look at this. Rodney Brondial is hyped. All ball as well. Great feed inside to Torres, and Torres will shoot the bonus.
But this is where NLEX needs to shine in executing their plays. Made some really clutch shots.
Another look at that there. CJ Perez in the corner. Gotta do it all again if you're NLEX. High pick and roll coming in. Brondial gets it and scores.
What a great feed coming from CJ Perez to Brondial. That was
Now to Ramirez. Ramirez trying to look for Gonzalez. Gonzalez will finally get it. Gonzalez finding Ramirez. Great pocket pass, and Ramirez repays the favor.
good play right there, and very smart for Brandon to just take that short jumper instead of attacking Junmar under the basket.
Here's Ramirez trying to hold off Junmar Fajardo. Oh, great pick coming from Junmar. And Jericho Cruz had a clear lane to the basket and was fouled on the way. And had a chance to really whack him on the way. And here's Ramirez on the other end, though.
Jericho Cruz, of course, with a lot of help from Junmar Fajardo.
Ramirez there, left that hand. Sidney Onuveri was red hot in that first quarter. Junmar Fajardo. Oh, the swat from behind. Kevin Alas all over that. They swing it around to Onuveri. Alas now. 5 seconds on the shot clock. They gotta go. Marshall Lassiter almost getting that through. How did he do that?
I don't know. And that was against Rodney Brondial under the basket.
He held on to the ball. Marshall Lassiter, I believe, almost had two hands on it as well. Here is Junmar Fajardo against Sidney Onuveri, and Junmar just using his size. He's so calm. Kevin Alas, coach, what a contribution here so far. In only 11 minutes, 9 points. Gonzalez playing a two-man game with Capulong. Floater is good. Doesn't fear Junmar Fajardo. Welcome to the PBA, Gonzalez. Here's LJ Gonzalez finding Robert Bolick. Faking the 4, settles for the 3, gets it the ball at the buzzer. NLEX Road Warriors with a big triple to end the half.
3 attempts.
And take a look at that.
36 points per game. So this is certainly below their average, at least in the first half.
Well below their average, coach, as Don Troliano gets going here with 3.
Thought NLEX is trying too much to try to score under the basket as we take a look at the three-point shot from Troliano.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Arena Plus. Great hands from Policarpio, but Junmar keeps possession. Don Troliano with the cut. And this will be a tough basket for Don Troliano.
Well, nothing more the NLEX could do there. They tried their best to stop that inside pass, but Troliano found a way to score with that reverse.
Here's Kevin Alas. Robert Bolick gives it to Policarpio. That shot is good.
Like I said earlier, they're the #1 offensive team in this Philippine Cup.
Oh, yes, they do, coach, as we have Rodney Brondial giving to Junmar Fajardo. And there's the lead for the Beermen. At this stage of the tournament, your record doesn't matter anymore. 9-2 could all mean. Now, let's take a look at what happened there. LJ Gonzalez, I believe, now we're seeing the fact that he has played. This is his first ever game in PBA. Junmar Fajardo scores inside.
Had at least 3 already. This was the move by Junmar. Too close to the basket. Help defense was late. Nothing.
But the result not quite there.
It is open look for Robert Bolick.
Oh, and CJ Perez. They find Junmar Fajardo anyway. Boy, the ball ping-pong left and right. CJ Perez as we take a look at this. Now, again, they had no right to keep the ball here. But Junmar Fajardo flipping that up and getting an easy 2.
The problem right now for NLEX is their offense. No? They gotta find a way to score. They've only scored like 2 points so far. Oh, that's a good execution right there.
Not quite a shot there, Ross. Here's Fajardo, swing that around to Mocon. Mocon trying to attack Ronnie Brondial. Dives in for 2 and 1. 3 rebounds to his name. Talking about JV Mocon. You know, people forget sometimes that JV Mocon at one point was a go-to scorer for
So NLEX now has made some defensive stops in the last 3 possessions of San Miguel.
Fajardo with a nice spin move inside.
Beautiful move by Don Fajardo. Certainly very courageous guy, no? Even when Junmar is right there.
And gambling for the steal there. Oh! You had Don Troliano trying to scoop that one in. Chris Ross has it now at the 4-point line. Oh, that's a guy you don't want to leave open, and that's why.
Well, it's hard not to leave somebody open when you're concentrating on Junmar Fajardo.
And that'll be a basket and 1 here for Robert Bolick, trying to answer that back.
Bolick, as the defense was not set up yet. There you go. JV Mocon late for that closeout. And
64-73, San Miguel firmly in charge here. 26-11 quarters.
NLEX was just not ready to give up yet.
Well, it's a game of runs. Coach Jong Wichico mentioned that in the huddle a while ago. And here's Don Troliano. Great find from Junmar Fajardo. And this for the NLEX Road Warriors to make sure that we still have a ball game going into the 4th. And a quick steal, LJ Gonzalez making his presence felt in the PBA in his first ever game.
Yes, and in that last possession, lucky break for NLEX as Jeron missed that easy layup.
Bahio with an answer back as well, Coach. You're absolutely right. Did not expect that. Jeron Teng, to be fair to him, that was an expiring shot clock as well. Here's Jericho Cruz. Now to Motautua. Wami Chongson right there. They tried to blitz it, but what a move from Wami. Even before they look for him. As that was a great blitz there, but it finds Marshall Lassiter. Lassiter driving and scoring.
He saw that penetration.
Well, take a look at Marshall here. Marshall Lassiter, as he was.
He made some crucial free throws there.
Olmobere against Junmar. And Policarpio trying to do what he could to stop it, or Bahia rather. And Junmar Fajardo hands it off to Jericho Cruz. Cruz. And Junmar working against Bahia. Turnaround J is good. Can they score on the break here? Or at least before Junmar gets there and becomes an interior presence. Robert Bolick gets the basket and 1. He is willing this team into this game. Take a look at this. Junmar Fajardo was still jogging back as we see Robert Bolick.
As they mentioned, when there is ball movement and player movement, good things happen, just like the first point of NLEX at the start of the 4th period. Now for SMB, assistant coach George Gallen credited San Miguel for the way that they responded to the call of wanting to pick up the pace.
Thank you so much for that report. That was Be Escudero. We'll go through that in just a bit as we take a look at Robert Bolick's steal and basket that forces San Miguel to sue for time as their lead has shrunk.
Because it was so effective, no? Especially in that second quarter where they scored 24 points. No? A lot of ball movement there.
It's around to Marshall Lassiter. Junmar Fajardo, offensive rebound, gets the bump and the score. And all of a sudden, the San Miguel Beermen up by double digits yet again.
NLEX has not really found the solution on Junmar's post position.
Much like San Miguel, the Road Warriors rely heavily on collective effort, and for Junmar, making this Christmas Day matchup another test for the Beermen will help them in the semifinals.
In the few times that NLEX is able to prevent that pass to Junmar, somebody makes an outside shot, whether Troliano or Jericho Cruz.
It sounds like they could have won, but take a look at this. Great defense. Ramirez up top. Great find to Gonzalez. Gonzalez driving and getting an easy 2. As the San Miguel Beermen will come up with the victory and move on to the semifinals after a dogged stand from Coach Jong Wichico, Robert Bolick, and the rest of the Road Warriors. SMB, march on.
Well, again, great challenge displayed by NLEX, but San Miguel will always be San Miguel in the Philippines.